top 25 showdown tonight. Illinois edging Michigan State 56-55, and the Illini did not have Andre Curbelo or Kofi Cockburn. So, Coach Prohm, how did the Illini beat Michigan State?
I'm looking at the numbers, when I went and just kind of looked at the box score, they got beat on the glass by 14. They turned it over 17 times. But on the defensive end of the floor, Michigan State shot 34% from the field. They struggled to make shots, 21% from three. They only made 3 threes. But obviously not having Kofi, not having Curbelo are huge. But what Illinois has, man, is they've got 2 fifth-year seniors that really are the heartbeat of their program, in Trent Frazier and DeMonte Williams. And even if you read Izzo's quotes after the game, he kind of compared DeMonte to Draymond when Draymond played for Michigan State and the role Draymond filled for their team there. And then Plummer, as a transfer from Utah, came in and made big plays for that team. But they assisted on 14 of 22 baskets. They made 9 threes. They can shoot the basketball. But this has to be one of Brad Underwood's best wins as a head coach. When you don't play with your top 2 players, and I know Curbelo has been out and then in and out the last week or two, it's a hell of a win. And that's a win that's going to carry them a long way. And obviously Archie knows that league better than anybody. That's a hell of a win.
Yeah, no question. I mean, I think they were a little bit shell-shocked without Kofi at Maryland. You could tell they weren't as comfortable or ready to be able to play without him at Maryland. Tonight they were ready. You could tell that they were much more prepared to go into the game without him. And I tell you, man, defensively, Illinois, they were terrific tonight. I know they had the crowd rocking and they were ready to go. It was a big game, but they held Michigan State to 34% from the floor. And that's hard to do against Michigan State. Max Christie went into as a freshman. He got into one of those road buzzsaw games for a young guy. They need him to score. He's 1 for 8, 0 for 3 from 3, and he posts 2 points on the road. So, but credit to Illinois to play without Kofi. I know Curbelo didn't play tonight, but he hasn't been playing like Steve said. But to go with Kofi and to be as comfortable as they were, they made 9 threes. Trent Frazier is going to go down as one of the all-time winners at Illinois. He'll be a fan favorite forever. I mean, the way that he started his career with Brad Underwood when he got there and the way that he's finished, he by far and away is the head of the snake right now. He's developed into a point guard. He scores, he defends. And like you said, you add in Plummer and then you add in Williams. They got a tough group of guys and they can make shots.
Yeah. I mean, Trent Frazier, I mean, he's playing. He's got like shoulder brace on. I mean,
he's a tough dude.
He's a tough dude.
The funny thing is, when they had Kofi and Io last year, he really became a lockdown defender and sort of a spot up shooter. This year, without Curbelo, they basically put the ball in his hands again, and he's turned into a playmaking point guard for him. And he's always been able to shoot and score. But to me, he's their pulse. I mean, he's carrying them right now. Brad Underwood, to me, he's the Big Ten Coach of the Year. No one's dealt with more injuries in college basketball to key players than him. And they're sitting at first place right now, almost at the midway point. And this was a big win for their team tonight to be able to do it because you don't know how long those 2 guys are going to be out. So this will give them some confidence as they move into the next one.
Yeah, Trent Frazier, and I was up there one day to watch them practice, as I was kind of making the rounds this fall. He's got personality. He's got charisma. He's got toughness. Yeah. And I heard on the radio driving home, while the first half was going on, I think he's going to finish. Maybe he's going to finish close to top 5, in scoring at Illinois, which was
early in his career, he was a 14 a game, 15 a game guy. And then as they sort of morphed and went more to a role for him, he was more of a, like I said, a spot up guy, get double figures at times, but now he's to me, he's one of the best guards in the league.
Yeah. And Archie could tell you this, on some of your best teams that you've had, you're always going to talk about Kofi and you're always going to talk about Curbelo, but the guys that really mix the drink, the guys that really give you the ability to win big on a big stage is DeMonte Williams and Trent Frazier. Yeah, no question asked.
DeMonte Williams has defended every position on the floor for 4 years. Last year, he shot almost 50% from 3 on the season. He's an old guy. He's a winner. He plays hard. He gives them some toughness. And then, I think they've had some guys improve, but two guys that played well tonight, freshman Luke Goody and then transfer Omar Payne, gave him 16 points off the bench. Luke Goody, he added a heck of a shot in the arm for him tonight, getting 9 points. He went 3 for 4 from 3. That was big.
Yeah, and they need Omar Payne to keep, with Kofi being out right now, they need Omar Payne to keep coming. I think he played in Nebraska, I think was the game he played really well a couple weeks ago. They need him to keep coming. But that was a huge game when you're looking at trying to have a chance to win a Big Ten championship.
Yeah, really. A pivotal point when you're down 2 stars and you can win a game like that against a team that was in first place in the Big Ten in Michigan State. Let's shift to the Spartans for a moment, because I thought it was interesting. You brought up Max Christie, Arch, and what they're asking him to do. And to me, Michigan State is asking Max Christie to be able to score the ball, because in the half court, scoring can be harder to come by for this particular Spartans team. Like, they need that guy to be able to get them buckets, because if it's not coming in transition, like when they were having success, it was downhill. It was Gabe Brown. It was Malik Hall getting downhill. When that wasn't happening tonight and they were stuck in the half court, I don't know about you, but look, it's clear. Michigan State in the half court offense struggles at times with their DNA.
Yeah, I mean, well, I think there's 2 things with Michigan State, and this isn't any secret, but it's their transition game and it's their offensive rebounding. Those 2 things, if they have those 2 things going, they're going to be hard to beat. They only got 55 tonight. They were big on the glass. I think they were plus 14 on the glass. They did get 12-second shots, but they missed a lot. But they took them out of the running game, made them score in the half court. And, in that league, it's very difficult unless you're, a tremendous low post presence to be able to continue to pound it in and get it. Michigan State doesn't have that low post presence. And they do need a guy like Max Christie to be alongside Gabe Brown, to be able to make shots off their pin downs and to be able to shoot the ball from 3. And, young guy went on the road, hometown school. He's from Illinois, went to Illinois. I'm sure he heard a few things in the stands, and tonight wasn't his night. It just wasn't his night.